Welcome to StarScene Central. Exciting updates about Kylie Kelce coming up, don't miss out. Like and subscribe for more celebrity news. The internet is buzzing after a lighthearted exchange between Graham and Kylie Kelce sparked a full-blown debate about parenting, specifically which number of kids officially tips the scales from manageable to mayhem. In a recent episode of NGL with Kylie Kelce, Graham joked that she skipped straight from 1 to 3, referring to her twin boys and first son, while Kelce laughed and replied, "For feels just like 3. That single line exploded across social media, racking up nearly 1 million views on Instagram, because let's be honest, every parent has their own theory about which baby number nearly broke them. One mom chimed in on Instagram, writing, "I don't know what it's like to have one. Twins first and another 13 months later." Another added, "I have 4 and completely agree. Once you've had 3, it's all the same after that." The conversation struck a chord because it's so relatable. Whether you're trying to get one baby to nap, juggling toddlers, or managing school schedules for 4 little humans, the chaos always finds you. Yet, somehow, hearing other parents laugh about it makes it feel a little easier, a reminder that none of us are alone in the madness. During the podcast, Graham asked Kelce if it's really true that after 3 kids, for it doesn't feel that different. Kelce didn't even hesitate. "I have found that 4 feels very similar to 3. Graham, who has often spoken about the whirlwind of motherhood, laughed and admitted, "I never knew what it was like to have 2. Their honesty made the conversation feel real, a rare, unfiltered glimpse into the exhaustion, humor, and resilience that every parent knows too well. But what do experts say about which child number is truly the hardest? According to Newsweek, therapist Phil McLeod believes the biggest psychological shock happens when you become a parent for the first time. The transition from no children to the first child is the most profound shift, he explained. Parents are adjusting to a 24/7 role, sleep deprivation, and the redefinition of their identity and relationship. That's when life stops being about you and starts revolving around a tiny human who doesn't understand time, logic, or personal space. Still, many parents argue the hardest leap is actually from 1 to 2. You're juggling the needs of a newborn while still caring for an older child who requires attention, McLeod noted. That stage introduces a new kind of guilt, one where you feel torn between giving your first child enough love and managing the endless demands of a baby. Parenting writer and mom of 3, Julia Sherwin, agrees. "Going from 1 to 2 is harder than going from 2 to 3, she said, explaining that once your older kids can play together, parents finally catch their breath. By the time the 3rd or 4th child arrives, most parents have stopped striving for perfection. Systems are in place, expectations are more realistic, and you've learned what really matters and what doesn't. Parents are usually more relaxed by then," McLeod added. "Experience gives them perspective, and that's often what makes later transitions feel smoother." At the end of the day, though, there's no universal hardest number. Every family has its own equation, shaped by support systems, age gaps, financial stability, and personalities. What feels like survival mode for one family might feel like balance for another. And that's okay. So if you're in the thick of it, buried under diapers, dishes, or homework, remember this. The hardest transition is usually the one you're living through. Each stage of parenting stretches you in new ways, demanding a version of yourself you haven't met yet. And somehow, through the exhaustion and the chaos, you keep showing up. That's the real magic of parenthood. Not how many kids you have, but how much love you keep finding to give. Thanks for watching.